Hey everyone, welcome back to Vibes and Vines. I'm Kyramatalasi, a plant mother and a music lover, and today I am here coming at you hot with Music of the Week, episode 7. As usual, please go ahead, give this video a thumbs up, click the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every single time I put out a video. I'm really excited because now I'm changing Music of the Week up a little bit, extending it, and instead of 3 songs I'm talking about, I'm gonna up it to 5. Without further ado, let's get down to song number 1, which is Tape Measure by Spice. Spice, also known as Grace Latoya Hamilton, is a Jamaican dancehall artist that is taking the world and turning it upside down. And I'm super glad that she's bringing rhythm and dance to the United States, because Lord knows how we need some help over here, and TikTok just made it worse. Not only is she an artist, but she is a singer and songwriter. She started off her music career in the early 2000s, and I first discovered her off of Love and Hip Hop when she was hanging around Cardi B, you know, before she blew up. And I noticed her just because I follow a lot of people in the Love and Hip Hop realm. I noticed her under everyone's comments, and she just got mad support from everyone, and she just really seemed like a cool person since day one. I mean, I don't know her personally, but you know, she seems cool. She seems like cool people. She seems consistent, talented, and I'm glad she's finally getting her props. For those of you who don't know what dancehall is, it's a genre of Jamaican pop music that was created in the 70s, I believe. And it is a combination of reggae, but instead of live instrumentation, it's going to have pre-recorded or digitally composed tracks to go to it. So it's perfect for the club, and it's perfect for getting lit. Shortly after she actually got casted on Love and Hip Hop in 2018, she released her first full-length project, which was a mixtape called Captured. The project debuted as #1 on the Billboard album chart, so your girl came and is not fucking around. And to be honest, I feel like Spice is a great example of dedication to your craft, consistency as a person, and when you implement that into your craft and everything you do and how you navigate through life, that's where it gets you. Tape Measure is off of her second studio album, which is called Emancipated. No connection to Mimi. The reason why I really like this song is 1, because it's a bop and you could shake your little thing to it, and 2, it's really nice because it's bringing a different kind of culture. Because you think America, for the melting pot, it would have, you know, more all-encompassing music culturally, but we don't. We just need more of that because the TikTok shit is getting on my nerves. What this song is about, this song is literally, if you have some children, don't put this on in the presence of your children. It is about that dangling. She literally in her music video puts out a tape measure, and that went super viral. She has amazing rollouts, and that's why I feel 100% confident in her success in the industry. So if you're in the mood to get nasty, get your freak nasty on, have fun with your friends, this is the perfect song for that. If you're out in the club, if you want to recommend something to the DJ, go ahead and give him the tip to play Tape Measure by Spice. So the second song I'm going to be talking about today is Hold Me Closer by Sir Elton John and Miss Britney motherfucking Spears. This song is just amazing for a multitude of reasons, namely it just being Britney's first kind of breakthrough on the scene, putting out music by herself, you know, because even when she was stepping on the scene in the early 2000s, she was a teenager. So I feel like this is her first break, you know, being in control of her own sound, and I feel like it's amazing that she has like a music icon and a legend like Elton John to kind of, you know, help her and propel her into a positive space. If you don't know who Elton John is, then you actually do. You can't not know who Elton John is, because he's an iconic singer, songwriter, musician, and he's one of those people where you're like, I don't know who the fuck Elton John is, until you hear his discography, and then you're like, oh yes, I know who Elton John is. A good example of one of his songs that I didn't really know was his song was Your Song, because I initially heard it in Moulin Rouge, which is one of my favorite movies. If you haven't seen it, go give it a click. I was like, oh shit, that's his song. Plus, this is the biggie, Can You Feel the Love Tonight from The Lion King. And Miss Britney motherfucking Spears, she is Britney Spears. If you're not familiar with Britney and you need a little refresher, she's the woman that gave us Oops, I Did It Again, Till the World Ends, honorable mention to Womanizer and Toxic. So look those up for a second, or I'll put a couple clips up there so you can refresh your memory about what she's done for society. Okay? Okay. The reason I like this song is because when two legends combine, magic happens. If you didn't know upon listening, this song, Hold Me Closer, is actually a remix of his song Tiny Dancer from way back in the day. This song really makes you feel so bubbly inside, transports you to an ounce club. I'm not gonna get into the spiritual, like high vibrational, but it's like it vibrates high. It's a good feel good, amazing song. It's catchy and it's groovy and it really just sticks in your head, and it's one of those songs that when they come on, you're not like, next. You like always ride it out and listen to it. So go ahead and give a listen to Hold Me Closer by Elton John and Britney Spears. The third song I have for y'all today is going to be Reasons to Be Me by Nashay Iman. And Nashay Iman is a young up-and-coming artist. She's in her early 20s and she is from Detroit, Michigan. She is an artist, a singer, a songwriter with so much talent to be discovered and appreciated. She's been creating music for a while now, you know, just for self and for discovering self. But 2022, as far as her catalog, has really been a year of consistency and growth. She categorizes herself amongst the likes of her, Sid, Summer Walker, just being like a neo-soul R&B type artist. The reason I really like this song is because of the dichotomies that play. If you listen to it and you're kind of tuning out the lyrics and not paying attention, it's kind of like a cute little soft alternative R&B bop. But when you really give it a listen, the lyrics are so deep, raw, and true. And the song's really talking about, you know, her perspective as a Black woman in society from a personal and observational standpoint about what happens to Black people in general in society. I wrote a little bit of lyrics. I don't want to spoil all of it, so go ahead and give it a listen after this. But some of her lyrics are: sorry I don't fit the description you see on TV. Sorry that in actuality you want to be me. Yeah, I was running punchline. Wasn't I the one you laughed at while I sat on the sidelines? Cadence, her delivery is amazing as well because, and it's a signature. It's kind of like, you know how Tierra Whack, No Name, and like Meg Thee Stallion, they play and use the beat to their advantage and really work with it, and it's so cohesive. That's what Nashay really has going for her, and I feel like it's amazing and it's really a standout quality. You should really listen to this song if you want something with lyrical substance that you could sing along to, or really just listen and appreciate on a nice drive when you're driving home. You're really able to break down something every single time you listen to it. So if you're looking for that mental stimulation and auditory stimulation, go ahead, give a listen to Reasons to Be Me by Nashay Iman. The fourth song I have for y'all today is Can't Get Out of This Mood by Miss Samara Joy. Samara Joy is an up-and-coming 22-year-old, 23 jazz artist from the Bronx. One of the reasons why I love her whole catalog, not only this song, is because she's bringing back the classic jazz sound of Ella Fitzgerald, Sarah Vaughan, Billie Holiday, and that's something that I grew up on. Like, my grandpa played that into the ground and still does to this day, and it's something that I didn't think I'd really see pop up again until I was way older in my lifetime, but I'm so glad I only had to wait till I'm 23 years old. She was born into a super musical family. She always listened to jazz growing up. A lot of people in her family were gospel singers, songwriters, producers. So she's always been in the music scene, and that's always been a really integral part of her life. When she went into college, she went into SUNY, S-U-N-Y. I don't know how to say that. I dropped out of college. Really started building herself up from there. So when you get down to it, she's relatively new to the jazz scene, but you would never ever guess that from listening to her. She has such a powerful, crisp, and passionate voice. In society now, in this generation, it's very like, you know, I talk about a lot on this channel, it's a lot. It's back to back to back. If it's not vocally, it is production wise and engineering wise. And I feel like we don't understand how much of an effect that can have on our bodies. So it's really nice to see this classical jazz element added back, because I feel like it really allows us to sit and ingest and hear the story that's being told, and not only hear it, but have it painted right in front of us. Can't Get Out of This Mood is really just about giving a little kissy kiss on the lips and just trying to go about your day, but you keep replaying that night with somebody and you're kind of like, oh shit, I'm falling for this person. I don't want to be falling for this person, but guess what? It's happening and I feel kind of dumb. But I guess we shall see where this goes. You should really give this song a listen, anyone, no matter what your typical genre is that you listen to, because it really takes you back to like a jazz lounge, a dimly lit jazz lounge in the 50s and 60s, where the spotlight's just on her and the band's playing in the background, and you can catch like the glimmer of their instruments off of the candles on each table.
Can't get out of this dream. What a fool to dream of you.
I would be a fool right now not to plug Samara Joy to Seth MacFarlane. So Seth MacFarlane, if you happen to be watching this, then on your 4th season of The Orville, because I know it's coming, go ahead and give Samara Joy a listen. Maybe there's a situation in season 4 where you're on a planet and you're in some kind of club and it's playing music, and then Samara Joy's right there and she could be dressed as an alien, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it would really be a dope move if you integrated like jazz artists that you love, because I know that's your jam. If you integrated those type of artists in the background, so people can be like, oh, who's that? And you could put a lot of new artists on. If you do like that idea, hit me up, shoot me an email, because we can work together. We can make this happen. If you're here to experience that dimly lit jazz club and you want to be transported, go ahead and give a listen to Can't Get Out of This Mood by Miss Samara Joy. The 5th and final music recommendation I have today is going to be Yesterday by CHOC. That's capital C-H-O-C. If you're not familiar with her, her name is Corey Broadus. We're around the same age, so like I've just been like tapping in. I followed her since like high school, and I've always just really liked her music and just the energy she exudes. Like this year marks a real shift for her, because it feels like she got all her ducks in the row, you know, personally, even though I don't know her personally, and professionally, and it really seems like she's just in a good place. And you can really tell when a person and an artist is, because they just got that glow to them, and she definitely has that glow to her. I really like this song because it's poppy, it's nice, you can listen to it anytime if you want to make a self-love playlist and sing it out with all your heart. It's just a feel-good, fun time with your friends, but also it could be used to talk about a fuckboy that you're trying to get over. In the song, she's talking about, yeah, all these excuses, you say you're gonna change, you say all this shit, but I'm not seeing anything shift. So you should have told me that yesterday, because my happy ass is moving along and doing better. And the great thing about CHOC is that the music she makes is never gonna get old. It's gonna be great when I'm 80 years old, and it's great when I'm 23 right now. She exudes such positivity, and you could really feel it. Like, it's no bullshit, because you know, some people make songs, some people make music, and it's just like diddly diddly dee. You just get a good producer and that's it, and you call it a day. But she really, her happiness, you could feel it once you listen to the song, and that's something that I really appreciate in an artist, and I feel like y'all would really love if you give it a listen. Also, this song has gorgeous visuals. She transforms into a beautiful fairy. It's all green, it's all pretty. And it's really just like fantasy based, which makes sense because if you go follow her on her Instagram, she does do a lot of Disney covers, and it's dope to see artists just explore different avenues and not be bound by a certain genre, and CHOC is a great example of that. So if you really want a timeless pop R&B jam, then go ahead and give a listen to Yesterday. Also look at the visuals by CHOC. So with all that being said, thank you so much for coming back for another Music of the Week. I'm gonna really try to be more consistent, even though I've been putting it out like once a month. You know, I'm still just, you know, being consistent, because that's how you grow. You just keep putting out stuff. So if you needed to hear that too, it's all right. It's all right if you're not doing exactly what you have planned in the back of your head. Ideally, what really matters is you just keep on your grind, keep doing what you do when you can do it, because it builds up your repertoire and it really just gets you to where you need to be eventually. So keep going. Thank you for coming back. I'm looking to do more album breakdowns. If you have an album that you're interested in hearing my thoughts on, go ahead and drop it in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and click that notification bell. But as for now, I shall see you next week, and have a beautiful day. Bye.